Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut. Last episode we shed excess weight, I think is the way I'm going to describe it. We decided it would be a good idea if we got rid of all that silly weight that the landing craft for Moho had. So we got the crew out and we put them, all bit on their own, so they don't have to worry about all of that, problematic landing craft docking and things like that. It means we can save RCS, we can use that for other things. So what we've got to do now, because we planned that, completely planned, definitely had it under control. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our Moho Mark 1, which is the orbiter with its pilot. Luckily, we left the pilot on it. It's going to do a maneuver and try and get into a point where it can collect our crew, because they're floating around with a lot of science right now as well, which we would quite like. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this here. We're going to put it onto the node. We've got a 4-second burn, 15 meters per second. I could do this with RCS actually, but I think we're going to save the RCS for that. I've set this up in between episodes because it literally took me about 30 seconds. It wasn't actually very difficult. It was surprisingly not difficult because we managed to. One thing we did do was get into the plane of the two crafts were in the same plane. That's one of I think that's probably the reason why we had a slight problem with the old. With the old maneuver and actually getting into orbit. I think we probably wasted a bit of fuel on that. But anyway, what I was thinking while I'm waiting for this to clock down is we've been very lucky about the fact that I put extra fuel in that craft. So if you remember, by docking to the original lander and then getting rid of the original lander, it cost us an awful lot of fuel to do that and do some other maneuvers. But we actually got like half a small tank of fuel from that, which ironically may have been just enough for us to actually do this get these crew into orbit. And yeah, I know my landing wasn't perfect. My takeoff definitely wasn't perfect. I could attest to that. But I think we've done all right. I think we've done. We could have done worse. We could have done better. We could have done better, I'll be honest. Down to 500, 400, 300, 200, about 60, do a bit more. There we go, perfect. I don't know what my relative velocity is going to be. So we're within 27 meters of our first crew member. Of course, there are two of them there. If we zoom in, they're right on top. There you go. You can see they're near each other. Germ is probably going to be the first one to pick up, and then we'll pick up, I think, is it Isaac? I think it's Isaac. But you can see they've actually, because we've gone around a few times now, they have actually separated out a little bit, which is annoying because it does mean I'm going to have to do a bit of migration, a little bit of catching them. But they should be near each other. The problem with the jetpacks was I couldn't get the relative velocities to be so perfect, but we will see. We're going to put this into target. Oh, that's a lot of difference. We're going to warp to there. Right, we're going to put this in retrograde. I'm hoping this is going to come down to a nice low value, because we are acutely aware of the fact that, problematics is a thing. Right, here we go. Right, what's that there? That's going to be a bit of a burn on this craft, isn't it? Right, we've got a minute. Let's no, I don't want that. I want to go back to the craft, please. Thank you. Right, there. Oh, there. Well, I saw them. There they are. Oh, okay, you're there. Right, okay. Let's have a think. What do I want to do? What if I do that? How does that affect it? Right, we are now firing our nuclear engines towards people. That's not a safe way of doing things. Right, we're going to let this speed up until we get to within, let's see, 30 a second. That was coming down quite fast. So I think we can actually afford to get close. I think we can get, now there we go. Is that the blip as we start to load? That one is back there. That's going to be a little bit of an interesting rendezvous. We'll probably use RCS for that. Might be easier. There we go. Right, slow down. Do that. Come on. And then just slow me down. Slow me down just a smidgen. Now that's only 2 kilometers away. That's not bad actually. Right, I'm going to put me on normal. So we're going to rotate this round. We're going to go and grab a germ. Is he still closing? Germ's actually heading this way. I need to do this quickly before we have a problem. Hello, Germ. How are you? Nope, other one. There we go. Right, take your RCS on, please. Can I go up a bit? Yeah, that's good. I forget how sort of generally powerful these are. I want to go forward a bit as well, and we're going to slow that down a bit. There we are. Now, where's the entrance? I think it's over there. Yeah. There we go. I could actually grab the craft and just pull in, but I'm gonna just, and then we're gonna pop this down just a bit. Oh, we're coming in nicely. Oh, I feel as though this is perfect. A bit down. And probably should reverse thrust a little bit, and then up there. We can just hit here. Actually, we'd be fine. Grab. Thank you. Can we climb up? Oh, we can. Can we board? Oh, wonderful. Right, let's see if we can jump across there. Yeah, there you go. Right, get your RCS on. There you are. Target, it's 5 point something. Okay. I want to go that way. Hello? What, are you out of? Oh, have I turned your RCS off? Okay, sorry about that. Didn't realise. Get a bit of upwards as well. And do a bit of that. There we go. I want to aim straight at them. There we go. That's perfect. I think. You know, I want to go that way a bit. Yeah, that's it. Right. Can we time warp while we're in? Yeah, we can. Oh, I don't know if you've always been able to do that. That's good. So we've acquired one of our crew. 8 minutes in. That's good. Not 8 minutes in. 5, 6, 7 minutes in. It's taken us 7 minutes to get to that point. Can we get the other one before the end of the episode? Is going to be the question, and then I have to figure out how we're going to get home from this situation. Now our inclination is not great, so I'm guessing that the actual maneuver tool is not going to do this for me. Is what I'm actually thinking. Can we do a bit of that and a bit of this and a bit of that? And a bit of this, and a bit of that, and a bit down there. That's it. I want to come in there. That'd be perfect. I'm quite happy with that. Yep. Just keep us coming. We're doing 2 meters per second. That's quite fast. I mean, it's quite fast, but we are still going to probably miss the target, if I'm honest. We'll get closer. We'll just get close and then bring it in. I feel as though we need to go a bit more this way. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Right. And then accelerate again. Come on, bring it in. I almost pointed the screen there. I'm trying to get this point here, right on top of the target there. And I'm playing around to do it. It's just basically I'm doing it as if I'm docking. I think we're going to be close, actually. That's not bad. We look as though we're going to go over the top, but that's going to pull us up over time. There we go. And then I can just do this. And that should be okay now. There we go. Right. So, Isaac, you are what, man of the hour? I don't know. Kerbal of the hour. We had this discussion in the previous episode, didn't we? Whether Kerbals are male, female, or whether we're just giving them, you know, gender stereotypes. In the Kerbal world. I don't imagine they have gender stereotypes in the Kerbal world. If they do, that's, you know, a bit of a problem for them, actually. I think we could probably have a conversation with them, you know, open a dialogue about the fact that's probably a negative thing. This is suggesting that I'm coming over the top, but I don't think I am. So we're going to do that and that. I don't think I'm coming over the top. Or maybe I am, actually. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm actually in the wrong place, and I need to do that because I'm treating this slightly differently to how I would normally do it. A bit more thrust wise up there. Still coming in at 2 meters per second because that's how we roll. And then we're going to do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Just slow down a bit. I think 1 meter per second is perfectly acceptable. A bit more of that. There we go. Bring it up. Bring it on in. Wonderful. And then zero down a bit like that. There we go. You can see our thrust is now having massive impact. Now we're getting ready. I'm gonna try and grab this as we hit it. This is like The Martian, but not as crazy. No, it's not like The Martian. We didn't live on Moho for a year or something. Strange. Anyway, grab it. Come on, grab it. There we go. Oh, perfect. That's right. I might be bad at EVA, but when we're doing it for a long distance, look at that. That was awesome. That was like docking. Right. Can I just store? Let's take this data. Let's store the data. And then let's board. Board anyway. Right. Team. We're ready. Let's look at all that science. Right. Let's have a look. We are in orbit, but it's a bit of an inclined orbit, so I don't know if this is going to let me do it. So I'll say current orbit. Cannot calculate transfer when vessel's orbital inclination is too high. What is its inclination? 20 degrees. We're seeing 20 degree inclination is too much. That's annoying. Right. Let's have a look. Where's my target? Where is Kerbal? Kerbal, hello. Have I gone too far? There you are. We are in the worst place ever to do this, aren't we? So what we really want is Kerbal round the other side. I also would like a ascending descending node at some point. Now I wonder. I think we're going to have to leave it for a while until Kerbal is in the right position. We've got the Joule 3 going to Joule in a year. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of time warp, actually. I want to move this forward. And we'll just keep it. That alarm's going to slow me down if I get there. But you can see, we're going to come around. We really want, if I try and do this properly, if we put Kerbal here, that's Kerbal there. Let's get rid of some of these lines, actually. If we put Kerbal there, I really want Moho to be down here or Kerbal up here. Actually, the best one is to put it like that. I want Kerbal up here. I want Moho about here on its orbit. So I can then come out and catch it. Okay? That's generally the way you want to go about it. So at the moment, we're actually quite a way behind. But you see, Moho does go around its orbit quite quickly. We're now on the opposite side. That's nice. So I can now start to slow it down a bit. Yeah, keep going. Keep going, actually. As long as I keep this sort of line is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this angle here. I want it to be about 90, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing. I'm guesstimating that it is 90. But it's probably less than that. It's probably something like, 70, 80, something like that. You can go online and find these, by the way. There is calculators that will allow you to do all of this, but yeah, that'd be cheating on a stock version of this game, wouldn't it? Now the other problem we've got is we do have an inclination issue. So what I'd really like is to do the burn when I'm in the plane, or I'm going to be in the plane. Right, Kerbal's there. I think we're about right. Let's try that. Let's see if I can do anything with this. Right. Let's do a burn. So I will also be wanting to burn. Let's get this right. In the direction of our orbit. So that is our orbit. I'm going to come in, straighten that up a bit. Thank you. We're going to come in and I want to do it about here. So it's going to be about there. So let's add that maneuver. Let's pop that out. Right. So that's us out of the sphere of influence. But what's it do to us? Right. Okay. Oh, this is going to be the worst possible position. You can see where the ascending and descending node is. Yeah, that's going to be horrendous, isn't it? We're getting an Eve encounter. Well, that's wonderful. Oh, that is just beautiful. We could go to Eve. Brilliant. I mean, that would be potentially better, but yeah. Right, I'm going to pop this up and I'm going to just move this around the orbit a bit. No, that is going to be the best one for us. Can I do it a bit better? Make it about there. Yeah, I'm just moving this around the orbit now, and what I'm going to do is we're going to see. Oh dear, that is not enough fuel. Even if I do that. Right, so we're short. We are short. I thought it was going to be less than that. Yeah, we are well short. So we're going to have to send a tanker there. Right, so I guess the next mission we have is going to be to send a tanker out to there. Now the good thing is we're not missing an optimal window. Because of the fact that pretty much that is the worst window we could have for inclination. We're talking about probably another 2,500 meters per second just to get the inclination fixed. So we want to really be doing a burn around here or here, ideally. And that is not what we're going to. So next episode, I think what we're going to be looking at is can we go along and do some sort of tanker. We'll put a tanker together. It's just going to have to send a tanker across. So let's have a look. Let's get ourselves ready for that. Hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, a lot of science there. Let's go to Space Center. So I think we're going to take this craft and modify it. Now this one doesn't need the new one doesn't need RCS. Thinking about it, And I can dump RCS tanks off this onto the other one once we actually get somewhere. So that'll save us a bit of stuff. So do I want enough fuel to just... Yeah. Anyway, from me, until next time, have a great one.